Whew. Jump on in here, y'all. Jump on in here, please. Jump on here. Get settled. Um, get on settled in here. See what we're gonna do tonight. How are we gonna go about this process tonight? Are we gonna look at the Coach Chris Mack post game? If y'all want to, just make that suggestion. We could do that together. I could do some film review breakdown, short clips, but that'll be ironic if I do that. Get the comments in here. Let me know you, at least say hello. Let me know you're in the building. We can get it started. I did not put it on the Facebook, on the book face. Okay. Let me go get my mouse, and I'll probably need something to wet my whistle. So we'll get a little. We may just grab a little vodka focus, but get the questions, comments, and give me about 45 seconds, and I will be right in there ready to go. Woo! That was an interesting game to say the least. I had to grab my watch. I just got too much going on. Okay. Got my watch. Grabbing my glass. Grabbing some ice. Grabbing some ice. I don't deserve anything good, so we'll go bottom shelf. Bottom shelf. Okay, we got that taken care of. Okay, I'm just grabbing my mouse and the chargers, because I don't want the show to die in the middle of the show. Y'all get what I'm saying. Gotta get my chargers. Pretty soon I know I'm gonna have to buy a new one pretty soon. I just don't want to spill anything, y'all. That's why I'm going a little slower. A little slower than normal. You don't need any spills, any breakages, all that good stuff. Okay. Put that up there. Actually, let's switch that right there. Woo! Okay, get the mouse up here. Bang. Let's turn the camera back on. Bang, bang, bang. Golly. I'm looking at y'all got some funny comments already. Cardinal Cam, what's going on? What's going on, everybody? Did we find something with L? Atlanta's in the house. I guess we're all in the chat room. We're all on YouTube, so I won't have to pop up on the Jesus Christ. I won't have to pop up every comment. I'll just highlight ones that catch my eyeball when we get to them. Just make sure everything's plugged up. Did we find something in L? That's a two-party question. Well, yes, we found something in L. We found a lot of people tonight, both good and bad. Walter was good. Vaughn 502. I'm not extremely pissed about them. Dre had one hell of a game. Ellis had a good second half. Craig J, what's going on? I'm just catching up real quick. Ellis needs to start moving forward. I don't want overreactions, but he did have a great game. I am pleased with Ellis on this one. Actually, I feel like felt like it was a little off. Turnovers, bricks. Kyle, you were being so negative. I was reading your comments. It's like you're already like, well, it's gonna be a shit show just like the football. It's like, dude, is that whoa, let's get started. Kyle, you were being extremely, extremely depressing. Jordan S. Cheers. He really listen, he got to start it off right. Let's get a good one in here. The turnovers. Do you blame Mac for those turnovers? Like, what are we here? Did y'all see that defense that we were playing? Like, what are we doing here, y'all? Brad 100% with L. Listen, start bench. Don't get distracted that are not important. I 100% agree with that. Malik needs to be up and down off the bench, up and down off the bench. Him in particular needs to do more out substitution pattern. The coach is going to have to put more faith in some other guys. I know it's hard to do, but I think this way. I know all the coaching staff still minutes, still time with Malik off the bench, but it's just something hard to do. It is. CJ3K says, what's up to the Midnight Crew? Big Pat, what's good? Trevor Trev pointed in particular. Challenge anybody at the rim on deep. Is he going to challenge? No, but I know Roosevelt Wheeler came in and got a block. Nah, don't do that, Big Pat. Don't do that. CJ3K, shout out to you. Good sir. One more good one. Y'all are going to animal way too quick tonight. Oh, God. Wait. Hold on. Oh, we're going to talk about that. Let me peek real quick. It sounded like two chimes. If I heard two chimes, I'm sorry I didn't see the name. But the second chime, look, I think my phone just accidentally went off twice. I guess that Marcus. Phone is making double chime. Y'all just want to see me turned up. Y'all want to hear me emotional tonight. So, imaginary channel support. Get turned up. Let's do it. Let us do it. Geez, I'm gonna need a refill. Jalen Withers. Point. Oh no! Don't start doing this now. Listen, Jalen Withers was all out of position last year, and he's gonna be dominating when he's matched up with his size. And I'm telling y'all, he had a matchup advantage with big men guarding him as long as he would work hard to front the post. In the post, which work. Y'all see how hard Roosevelt Wheeler was working? Did you see how hard Malik was working for position? Even when Gabe comes in, you don't have to be to keep the ball off the post. You just have to know how to work hard. Jalen Withers, that matchup was great. Now he has wings who have been guards and wings all their life, college level. Okay. Y'all know how the sound is now. If the sound sucks, let me know. Okay. I'll jump. Let me go find that double cheers. Bought me a double cheers. Let me get this one out the way because y'all, like I said, y'all want me turned up. This is what we're gonna do. And listen, so now if I hurt somebody's feelings tonight, CJ3K, Jordan S, and Big Pat. You know what? Big part of the double. Touching you, what good man, sweet Caroline. Fuck you, Kate. I've never seen so good, so good, so good, so good. I really cried. Fuck you, Kate. You believe they never would. That just doesn't feel as good, does it? Listen, Big Pat. I'm sorry. That didn't feel as good. It's getting ejected. I can reset. I can do a quick reset of the sound. If it's reset it. Okay. Listen, this is what I'll do, y'all. Give me 30 seconds to do a full reset with the camera and the audio. Good service. Actually, yep, I'm gonna do it now. Let me do this. Hold on. But it's only gonna take a second. So okay. It's just me. Okay. 30 seconds. Okay. Audio. Let me get the audio back right. We won't do that. We'll get it back. Microphone. Reopen that. We getting it, y'all. Don't worry. Sit tight. Even though that's crappy. Back out a little bit. We're trying to get it right, y'all. Oh, camera. Are we good? How's the sound? I didn't get the warranty. Pittsburgh, Corey Pittsburgh will be still okay with 9 points. Lost to Michigan. They're a good team. Let's come back ready for NC State. How's it now? Let me know. Are we good? Are we good? Are we good? Well, we're not good because. Oh, no, we're not good. CJ3K is causing trouble tonight, y'all. See, you know what? That was the sports guys trying to get me to shut down because y'all have been very generous, or y'all are being generous. Y'all want to turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up. What? Oh, the other one, the other one, the other one. Let me just throw this in here, y'all, for giggles. Brahms poaching now. Welcome back. Welcome back. It's Middays with Marcus Maven. I'm sorry, y'all. The donations. Big Pat, I love the beat. Proud of Nikki on that too. That's a fact. That's a fact. Okay, now I can catch up. Now I can start catching up. Power on Power fixes everything. Always will be okay. Okay, let me catch up. Let me catch up. Let me catch up. Y'all remember last night? It looked like it's a great. Oh, right. Let's go. Let's go. Let me just do. I absolutely did not get the warranty for my TV or my camera or my microphone or anything else. If I would have got the camera, microphone, TV warranties for all this stuff, it'd cost me an extra $500. Okay, if Frontman James says we're good, that means we're good. If Bickett says we're good, we're good. Big Pat says we're good to go. Chris Patterson say, okay, we're good. Okay, let me catch up. Card and AL. I still don't know whether to say AL or Alabama or what. Okay. Perfect. Sound good. Tino the barber says sound good. We sounded good. BA was good. Sound started out like Mike Cross defense. Yeah, Matt. Listen, y'all can give me some starting grades if you want. You can ask me about a particular player if you want. I want to give y'all a chance to take it a certain direction because I don't want to go down a rabbit hole that y'all don't want to go to. What you waiting for? Oh, you got to go, y'all. Proud of you for that too. I did enjoy it. I did have fun with that. Fair enough. That's better than a bad day. Bobby song facts. You got to go, man. I did get the TV put up. And I appreciate you offering. Yeah, the guy who put it up. I want to put his card up, y'all, because he would listen. It was quick. He was good, and listen, he was easy to just to call. I mean, y'all, he came in. He's so efficient. It was just so quick. He was like like I said, his regular job, I don't want to say his regular job because the company might get mad at him for doing things on the side. I don't know if they really would, but I don't want to put what he does. But he does these things for a living. But when he's not at work, he say, look, and he'll just do this, y'all. He'll give you a time. He'll be there in that time. Listen, he's great conversation. If you want to talk, talk. If not, you show him the spot you want your TV. Look, he'll be like, come back in 20. Look, you can go to whatever other room, come back in 20 minutes. It'll be there. Put this up real quick. Sorry. It's just so easy, y'all. He put it up quick. Thoughts on Will Levis? He did exactly what he's supposed to do. Matt Cross. Yeah, I knew you meant Matt Cross. Matt Cross got to do better, man. Be brutally honest about which part. Who are we talking about? Will Levis trash talk. He earned it, man. He earned it. They earned it. Noah Locke. Start with Noah Locke. Noah Locke. Look. Y'all know I know moms and pops Locke, right? Why y'all start off with Noah Locke? Hey, y'all. Noah Locke. He knows it. Pops Locke knows it. Moms are always a little more protective of their babies. Noah Locke shrunk up in the Michigan State's arena. He did not listen. He was hoping a shot went in. The way he was shooting, listen, when somebody wants to attack you, y'all, listen, when somebody comes off the handoff and they lean forward like this, that means they want to attack. He's coming off the handoff, and his first dribble is away from the basket, just looking for somebody to pass it to. You know, like when he comes off that little screen and he's not even like sizing it up. He's not looking around, not looking to attack. He's coming off the screen. He gets the ball and he's like, and it's like, dude, you're not attacking. You don't want it. And if he gets some space, he was just shoot. Listen, he shrunk. He shrunk, and he's one of my top 3 disappointments for this game. We brought him here not to shrink in that environment. We brought him in here to be the aggressor. So it's like, dude, you can't chase big shots and make, against inferior opponents. And then against Michigan State, he couldn't get 2 or 3 shots off. You didn't get 2 or 3. You didn't get no clean shots off. You came here to show you can handle the ball. You're shooting floaters and fadeaways with people in your face. If you can't take somebody one-on-one, you're just a shooter here too. He played good defense. He did play good defense, but he shrunk on the offensive end. So some of that offensive criticism you get, just remember, he shrunk, Sam shrunk. I'll get to the rest. Noah Locke may have been number 1 disappointing, but his defense was good. So I'm glad he still didn't totally shit the bed, but he really shrunk up. I was really disappointed in that part. I was really disappointed in that part. This team will not be as good as it can be if Locke and Cross cannot make shots. They got to make shots. Matt Cross got overlooked, but Matt Cross, okay, put it this way. Matt Cross still did what Matt Cross does. He still went to the basket. He still got the look, rebounded. He was in there. Matt Cross, he got his hands on some rebounds and stuff like that. He was still assertive on the offensive board. He just kind of couldn't get anything going. But Noah wasn't even shooting. He wasn't even looking at the basket. Matt Cross's first bucket was going to the basket. Probably should have got a foul call. But, I can deal with him not getting it. So at first I was disappointed in Matt Cross's results. I was disappointed with Noah Locke's aggression level and just stepping up to the moment. So, yeah, El Ellis exposed some of our players today. L. Ellis exposed our issues today, which was awesome. Dre and L the only ones that showed up. No, I think Malik showed up. Now Malik, he's still like Malik is his own conversation, but he showed up. He played some damn good D for a long time. But that's when I said at the beginning, Malik just has to come in and out a lot more. You know what I'm saying? He has to do a couple minutes, take a break, come in, do a couple more minutes, take a break. I know the coaches, I'm assuming they like to keep them warm and don't like to cool them off, but I just think the coaches are going to have to trust Rose and Gabe for two good minutes at a time, 2 good 3 minutes at a time. Let's hit the rabbit hole. Okay, which part you want? Because I'll be up at 5:32. So which one? Also, Rose, I don't think Rose was horrible on defense. I disagree with that. I disagree. And I watched the play as soon as it ended. Shooters have bad nights. I agree. But Noah Locke's lack of, okay, Matt Cross got his look. He looked normal shooting it. Noah Locke literally looked like he was just hoping the ball went in. He looked like he didn't really want to shoot. He wasn't looking to be aggressive. If a guy can just force you to shoot off your back foot all the time, it's trouble. Sam and Withers were terrible. They were terrible. That second foul Withers got, he knew what he was doing. He's out there reaching, like I said, and you got to think, y'all see who was guarding Withers? Withers had, what's that kid's name? The transfer out of Marquette. What's his name? Not Shire. What's that kid's name? The twin brother. Had no business out there on Jalen Withers. But what does Jalen Withers do? Holds the ball, looks at the rim, just lets it go. Boom. No, listen, no posture, no attack. No, look, he's just a 6'7" shooter. He's a 6'9" shooter. Now he does play defense, but that's not good defense if you're just going to reach and get 2 fouls. That's undisciplined defense. I mean, the first steal I thought was a legit steal, though. Don't get me wrong; it shouldn't have been called, but he could be so much more on defense. And tonight's game gives Chris Mack the ability to go in the film and start snatching minutes from everywhere. He can start snatching minutes from everybody. Let's get to it. Okay, I'm not going down the football rabbit hole. Our shooters aren't really doing shooting. Hopefully it heat up. It's still, you don't have to rely on heating up from the outside. You have to be able to get to the basket. Noah Locke is a 3rd-year guard. He's a 2 guard. You got to be able to get to the basket. You got to be able to get fouled. Like I said, even Matt Cross was getting to the basket. Jalen Withers got to the basket 1 time. No rebounds out of Jalen Withers. He got 2 rebounds, all his minutes on the floor. 2 rebounds. No offensive rebounds. Kyle, I like it. Look again, Kyle. Don't be so negative on Facebook. What are your thoughts about Cross and Locke better looking threes as if we're not running set? Are we not? No, like Matt Cross got 5 perfect looks. Matt Cross was over 5. He got all his clean looks. If Sat is on the recruiting trail, that means that he doesn't like the conversation about family and about waiting. Again, buyouts go down on Sunday. Buyouts get cut from $3.5 million to $1 million on Sunday. I will give the Vince. Let me just throw this in here real quick. Right now, there are some people trying. Listen, the people that's taping for Satterfield right now, they're trying to go to Vince and say, this whole thing is just me and Steve blowing it up. Right? People are trying to, like people who are trying to get in good with the program, they're trying to tell Vince that this whole fan base is just mad and fire Sat because Steve and Marcus. are pushing. But he's telling, but I say this person, these people are telling Vince, oh, but most people want sat back. That's what's going on behind the scenes. Oh, as soon as Marcus and Steve stop riling everybody up, that's what's going on right now. That's what's going on behind the scenes. So when I tell y'all my honesty is causing problems, that's what's going on behind the scenes. Now, whether or not he believes or not, I don't care. That's not my business. But those people who are just trying to get in good with the program and staying in good with the program, they're blaming me and Steve for just riling up the fan base. And they're saying, people won't. They're exaggerating how bad people want Satterfield gone. It's not true. I'll come back to that. Mason Faulkner. Pops Faulkner is a coach. He knows. He looked nervous out there. That kid that picked him is from Northeastern. Mason Faulkner put that ball right in front of him. Mason Faulkner could not get any space. Listen, Mason and Noah came here wanting to show they could do more than just be a two guard. Mason Faulkner, it broke my heart how scared he looked out there. It broke my heart. How lack of a great. I mean, he could not it. If you can't get around the guard, what are you doing here? Again, I told y'all he's not in shape. But him just getting his ball taken like that so easily, you didn't draw any fouls. You're not being a playmaker. Are you just waiting to get a good shot set up by somebody else? That's what everybody was doing out there, waiting for somebody else to set up a shot. So that's why I don't get mad. Listen, I know y'all got mad at DeAndre Davis, but here's the thing. DeAndre Davis and that little, jump shot right in the paint, that's one of the highest percentage shots we got in the paint the whole time. So I know you want to get mad at him, but it's like, don't get mad at him. He's the only one getting clean looks in there. Be mad at the guys that are not rebounding when he takes that shot. We got one dude crashing the boards, and that's just Malik looking for a tip out. Nobody else is even crashing the boards. Dre Davis, the only one want to fight in the fucking paint. Where's all that Sam Williamson rebounded? And then he got back in. Sam, he keeps on doing the same behind the back play. They're on it, Sam. They're on it. They're on it. Sam, you can't sit there and push out like that. They're on it. You know why you push out, y'all? Because you're not willing to get low and get your balance. Doing this is lazy. It's not an offensive move. That's not a first step. So the stuff find, if you're mad at Chris Mack, find real things to get mad at. There's nothing he can do about Sam trying to clear space because he's lazy and he doesn't want to get down low, get his center of gravity, and bump somebody by getting low. Lazy. There's nothing Mack can do. Mack can keep subbing him out. And then Noah Locke comes in here, and Noah Locke doesn't want to go to the basket. And then Mason Faulkner comes in here. Then Mason Faulkner doesn't want to go to the basket. But y'all seen these guys go to the basket against inferior opponents. That's not a Mack problem. You know what I'm saying? That's a y'all punking out in Michigan State problem. So these are the things I see. Look, when Malik gets the ball. He turns over his right shoulder. He should have shot it on the first move. Malik does that extra pump fake and bump because he wants space. He wants space because he's scared to jump. He's scared to come down on somebody's foot. That's it. It's up to Coach Mack to say, hey, Malik, when you make that move, you got to be an offensive threat. We're running pick and rolls to you. You're never getting fouls drawn on people. You are like a liability on the pick and roll. That's why we have to try to get other guys in here. We need you on the defense, but you're a liability on the offensive end. But we got plenty of footage of Malik Williams. So Matt can go show him the footage and say, hey, you're costing us. We need you, but you're costing us. Listen, there's plenty of good looks in his offense. Go listen to Jay Billis. Jay Billis says right 10 minutes of the game, Louisville runs a good offense. But when Malik cuts to the basket, if it's not Malik and if it's another player going to the basket, they get a dunk or an and one. We're just not athletic at the center spot. But the problem is you want to go get JJ, but JJ doesn't want to work to front his man. He doesn't want to. JJ has not put on the physical strength in the offseason to do what he has to do on a defensive end. Like, yes, we need JJ setting big screens and rolling hard to the basket. That's why Roosevelt is getting his playing time. Roosevelt working to front his man is why he's playing. Gabe Wisnitzer working around the front of his man, keeping it out the paint, keeping his man off the. Coach Mack is not concerned with the offensive end. That'll come later on. But you can't get JJ's offense, you can't get Sydney's offense until you got them working hard to keep the ball out of the paint on the front end. Yes, Noah came here to show he can do more. Let me catch up because I'm due, y'all. I'm due. Mike G. This is my Mike G? Is this my brother? Listen, now my brother wants me to get folded for y'all. This one says, Mike G, let's get folded. He's probably going to offer me a fantasy football trade or something for that. Mike, I love you, man. He is uncomfortable driving to the rim. He's standing too tall. Y'all notice how every time he does a little that little dribble when there's somebody around, y'all notice he's always 1 second away from getting that ball, and then he ends up fumbling and kick it out because he's not getting low and protecting the ball. That's the bulk of their problems. The first steps are bad. And again, Coach Mack can keep on subbing people in, but sometimes they play hard and sometimes they don't, and sometimes they play lazy and sometimes they don't. So Coach Mack is really forced to go with the guys who play the hardest, the most consistent. And then in the meantime, you got to keep on barking at him in practice. Why does Sam push off every time? Because he doesn't want to use his legs. He doesn't want physical contact with his body. He wants to do that run and stand up straight like this. And when the ball comes, he wants to stand up straight. He wants to aim it, and he wants to take one dribble to the baseline and shoot a floater. And he doesn't want any physical contact. He doesn't want to pump fake, jump into people. He just doesn't want physical contact. He's playing too tall. He's playing too high. Jalen Withers is playing too high, and that's why Michigan State fucking pumped him. That's why you end up in foul trouble. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. Anybody who knows, like I said, any sport, you cannot move another human being up this high. You cannot jump up in the air if you're just standing up and jumping. Somebody can push you with one finger and you're floating. But Sam standing up straight and Jalen Withers standing up straight and not getting in triple threat. And when the ball's coming, both of these gentlemen are catching the ball. And then if they're open, deciding they're going to shoot. When the ball's coming from here and the closeout's coming from here, you got to already know that, this guy's closing out. You already got to be attacking. That's why Michigan State, when the ball's coming, and y'all remember when the guy went right down the lane and dunked on us? It's because the closeout was coming and the ball was coming. And that guy made a decision to run through the ball and attack the basket because he wasn't afraid of the moment, and our guys get afraid of the moment. His disappointment was a little more predictable for me because I knew I knew the excuse of out of position was going to come back and haunt us. Because everybody gave all these kids the oh, he's out of position. Out of position don't have anything to do. Y'all go watch Michigan. Go watch Michigan. Michigan has 5 dudes that are 6'7" and 6'8". They take big guys and they take small guys. When small guys are on them, they go to the basket and post up. When big guys are on them, they bring them out. They do what they have to do. But giving them excuses, coach needs to put them in a better position to do this and that. Now, I do agree. Coach needs to run some more easy basket calls. I do agree with that. But the general community excuse, coach is giving them all the opportunity they want. And the guys that take it show up. And the guys that don't take it, you can see it. Curry got to get some minutes, but here's the thing. Against Michigan State, if you sleep on one defensive possession, Izzo's not the guy you experiment with. Sorry. I would like to see Curry, too, in a lot of games. Tom Izzo and Michigan State, the way they run, as disciplined as you have to be with them and as tough as you got to be with them, you don't have any time to – this is not like a game to teach him. Mm-hmm. Gabe, Gabe came in, kept his man off the block. Fact. Played physical, kept his man off the block, gave Malik good rest. You know what I'm saying? Like, period. Yeah, he does not have a quick step. I agree. He does not have a quick step. But the way you improve that is deciding what you're going to do when the ball's on the way. You know, pump fake with some authority. Jab with some authority. He's too nonchalant. Again, this is not Mac. Mac can teach him. He can teach him to practice this stuff. But if you're out there and you're not going to be a player, you're going to let somebody bust your ass. Coach Mac is going to let him bust his ass and say, okay, have a seat. Coach Pitino, Coach Crum, any coach, if I design a play where you got the ball and a guy's running out at you and you can't get around him, you cannot play at this level. If you are a 6'4" guard and we front the post and you can't make them throw the ball over and keep it out the lane, you cannot play at this level. So don't tell me about why guys ain't playing. You can see why they're not playing. You don't give charity minutes against Michigan State. If you're not good at something, I cannot play you against Michigan State. Y'all see what happens? You go from a 6-point game to a fucking 18-point game with 2 or 3 lapses on defense. I'm not putting experimental guys in there with that. Oh, what the hell? You can give them a couple. No, this is not charity minutes. If you're not a tough guy, if you're not on your game in practice, we don't experiment in the game. People just don't understand that. You don't experiment in the game. And these coaches need the players. Did I miss something? Curry hasn't known his assignments. He hasn't known his assignment. Okay, Sidney Curry. Y'all want to know what got Sidney Curry in trouble last time? I'll tell you the exact play against Maryland. Sidney Curry is, okay, the half court's out that way. The basket's kind of like right here, right behind Sidney Curry. A guy is fronting Curry. He's wide. He's low. You know what Sidney Curry did? 2 hands, threw the guy around him, and then put his hands up to get the ball. No. You have to step over the guy, spin around, get low, and then open up. You have to move people with your ass. You move people and you get position with your ass. And anybody that doesn't know how to do that without using your hands cannot play especially against smart, well-coached teams like Michigan State. They did not put Sidney Curry in because they don't like the way he rolls to the basket. He is awesome when he sets the pick and rolls firm. But this game wouldn't have been close with Sidney Curry, throwing somebody out the way like that. I'm sorry, y'all. I want him in the game too. I want Sidney Curry in the game more than y'all do. But I know why he'd get in the game. I know that kind of team, that kind of physicality, the game plan to keep it out of the paint. I understand why Coach Mack said JJ Traynor did not put on the proper weight in the offseason. He is not physical enough in practice to be out here. You know what I'm saying? Listen, he's not a ball handler. So he's not, the guys that would have been guarding him would have been guards. Guards would have been guarding him. You know what I'm saying? Like I understand that. I want to see JJ in the game. I want to see Sidney in the game. But I understand Coach Mack saying, no, this is not the game. So I put him in and watch him get bullied one time in the post. You're going to get switched on big men. Stop telling these kids that they're out of position. Y'all see what happened when Jarrett West got switched on a 6'10" center? Do y'all realize Jarrett West has never given up a point? Or if he gave up one bucket, it was probably one bucket. We're 7 games in. Jarrett West has been switched on a big man at least 3 times every game. Jarrett West has probably given up one bucket because he gets strong, he stays low, and he works to keep the ball out of the paint. Guys that don't do that, you don't play. This is not charities. They shot really good. And Michigan State played good, y'all. Michigan State played some fucking basketball. Don't get that confused. I was on the phone with Jalen, my son Jalen, and he was like, it looked like Michigan State just balling tonight. And he's not watching Louisville, but he's saying, they don't look like they're playing that bad. Because Jalen listens to me cuss at my team. So he's saying, it don't look like he's playing that bad. No, son, they're not playing that bad. They're playing, a bit soft. I'm like, we needed something out of number 10, Samuel Williamson. We needed something out of number 24. He says, okay, well, what's up with that? I said number 10 is an All-American. He's like, wow. I said number 24 is a red shirt sophomore. So he's been here 3 years. He's like, wow. Yes, son. That's who we needed to show up and play. I said, but keep your eye on El Ellis. Well, I told him. This is before he put on the second half display. I said, hey, Ellis ain't soft. He goes hard. Of course, I look like a genius when he scores 16 of 17 Louisville points scored. And did y'all see? Okay, shut up. Don't ever tag me in 2 points is 2 point stuff. Don't ever tag me in anything you say about not dunking. Y'all saw Michigan State players look possessed when they got a dunk. They looked like out-of-body experience. They played defense out-of-body experience once they got a dunk. Literally, El Ellis gets to the basket, draws 2 people, dishes it to Malik. Malik, you can tell by the way he was even loading up. He was waiting for contact and to flop around. He was waiting for it. There's going to be a late play that I'm going to do a video where El Ellis is shoveling the ball to Malik, and you can see, instead of reaching out to get the ball, you can see him wait for the ball with his hands this tight to him. It's like, dude, we're going to do the film and we're going to show you're not doing your guards any favors. Yeah, and listen, Sam got snatched, came right back in the game and said, fuck everybody else, I'm going to go get me a bucket. Y'all saw it and Max saw it. That's why when Sam came in that game, did the little 2 dribble. Listen, if he don't get around you first time, he just drops it right around the back. No ball control. Sam was in transition 2 times. No ball control, fumbling the ball. He won't bend down to pick up the ball in transition. Yeah, it was a bad pass. Go be an athlete, son. Slow down, pick up the fucking ball. But Sam don't want to slow down. He don't want to bend down. He wants to be spoon-fed. That's what VJ King had in his system. You want to be spoon-fed buckets. You're not, listen, all your potential and 6'7", all that, you're not going to get spoon-fed. You're going to get exposed here. Right. Yeah, I would start a fundraiser for a billboard. Right. It got nothing to do with the other stuff. I saw that. I was pleased with Dre. Yeah. Yeah, we're not even putting defenders on their heels at all. At all. Yeah, Dre played tough. Yeah, no, like I said, you can tell. L. Ellis and Dre showed y'all something. Again, Noah Locke. Like, no, you can't be. Listen, because here's what happened tonight. When Noah Locke gets that little attitude about not playing, and I'm saying Noah Locke, I'm saying that about Mason Faulkner, I'm saying that about everybody else who played like shit tonight. When they get that little attitude about their minutes, everybody can look at them and say, boy, we went up to Michigan State and you pissed your leg. You think I'm going to put you out there against Chattanooga and let you go fucking score 30 points? I'm getting people who are here to play and compete no matter the opponent. I want the guys that compete. I'm not putting you in there as charity. I'm telling y'all, I'm not putting these players in here in charity. We're not getting a 20-point lead. And you think because we got a 20-point lead, you should go. You ain't competing in practice like you should. You shoot all the balls against the shit opponents. Now we get against somebody tough. All of a sudden, you can't dribble, you can't pass. You wait for L. Ellis to get to the basket to get you a bucket. But you're not helping him get a bucket. No, that's not being fair to L. Ellis. L. Ellis going to be out there and play. You're not. You can't get somebody else a bucket. All you can do is come out here, do a couple moves. If they work, they work. If they don't, come back to the bench. You're not defense. You're not getting charges. You're not getting us extra possessions. This game was perfect to clean up them funky ass attitudes or them entitled attitudes that everybody think they should be playing. It's a perfect game. Listen, if he doesn't acknowledge that he's not playing tough and he has not gained any weight, and he's not playing physical, and he's not denying in the paint, I mean, who is he going to play over tonight? I understand everybody says he wants to admit, who is he going to play over tonight? When Jalen Withers came out, you put in DeAndre Davis. Like, who out there would you take out and say, I mean, is he a better defender than Jalen Withers? Because Jalen Withers was fucking up on offense, but he played good defense. Who would you have replaced? Y'all saw how hard Gabe denied the ball in the paint when he got in there? Gabe and Malik were awesome defensively until Malik got tired, by the way. Yes, BM, good offenses do have 7-minute droughts. If Matt goes 0 for 5 and has 5 wide open shots, you know what that equals? A 7-minute drought. But you know why you're still in the game? Because you keep guys in there that play defense. That's real big boy basketball. That's why SEC football says our offense will come along. But if we shut you down, we're not worried about quarterbacks having 6 touchdowns. You stop a team. 3 possessions, that's a kill. You stop a team. You're just fine. That's why you get players that D up. Noah Locke, great offensive player, wide open looks. He fucking shit the bed. Yes, good offense has droughts. Good defense doesn't have droughts. Good defense, listen, if they hit a fadeaway three-pointer, you nod. Don't get revisionist. There was a stretch where we weren't getting clean rebounds. We played the majority of the game excellent on the boards. Yeah, but the problem is it was your better players that had the lack of production. You think that's the coach's fault? Sam Williamson, McDonald's All-American Sam Williamson, has 2 charges pushing off like that. You think that's Coach Mac's fault? You think Noah Locke out there cannot get around his man, can't hit an open three-pointer? Matt Cross can't hit an open three-pointer, got pure lip. You think that's Coach Mac's fault? Jalen Withers looked like piss. No rebounds, a reach-in undisciplined steal or attempt at a steal, and a lazy chest bump out of bounds. Is that Coach Mac's fault? I mean, I know at the end of the day, if you want to blame Coach Mac, you can say, well, he should have just kept on substituting over and over and over and over again. You'd have lost by 30. If you didn't have the guys in there disciplined enough to play defense. Okay, what was Curry going to do? What was Curry going to do in this game? Don't just say a player got to play. Tell me this player was going to do something that we've seen consistently. Tell me something a player that you want to play has proved they can do consistently. And listen, if I'm wrong, I'll say, yeah, you're right there. I wanted to see him too, but I understand if he doesn't front the post, that was a big boy lineup they had out there. If he doesn't front the post, keep it out of play, and stay locked into the defensive game plan, we got chopped up. He does not have a tight handle, and he's standing up tall. He don't want to use his legs. Listen. The backline defense is a narrative. Did y'all watch the first half? Did you watch the entire first half? We gave up 3 baskets going to the. We gave up like 3 baskets going to the basket. We played excellent defense. We played excellent defense. Now listen, they got it. When they got it going, they got it going. But they got it going, hitting tough shots. Our turnovers with the Sam and our missed shots with the Matt Cross and all that stuff. When Coach Mac tells you stop letting your offense influence your defense, that's what happened. Guys' offense started dictating their defense, and that's when it started. That's when it led to a run. Nah, listen. Turnovers were a big part. Listen, I'm proud of myself for being this far into the show and not mentioning officiating. Go back. The officiating was poor. It was definitely Michigan State got a friendly whistle. You go back. We went to the basket. We did not get the and one. They got a lot of touch fouls. Period. But I didn't even feel like talking about that. Listen. He's not like, think about this. What? Okay, here's my problem though. Okay, Withers is missing his 3-pointers. What else is he doing? He's playing good defense when he's not making that lazy reach. Withers is better than most of the other defenders when he wants to be. He's not getting anything around the basket. Anything. Like, can you believe that Dre Davis gets more buckets around the basket than Jalen Withers? ever, Del Reed. That's a great point. That's got to happen. They went 4 overtimes. Which players do I think deserve more minutes? Roosevelt Wheeler deserves more minutes. Gabe Wisnitzer deserves more minutes. Mason Faulkner deserves less minutes. L. Ellis definitely deserves a lot more minutes. I think Matt Cross deserves more minutes. Jalen Withers less minutes. Sam usually does better. I'm gonna say Sam had a bad game. I'm not gonna snatch all Sam's minutes. He had a shit game, but I wouldn't mess with his minutes. I would pull some minutes back on Jalen Withers. I would pull some minutes back on Malik, even though Malik's playing. He played good, but I would still take his minutes until you can't miss that dunk. Like until you decide that you're physically you can be a center, I would take his minutes back. I like the question though. Yeah, it's like, okay, if you listen to Jay Bilas, you know what he says? They're doing a great job of showing the opponent a lot of defenders. Jay Bilas is telling you how good. He's sitting there telling you, and Jay Bilas doesn't have a reason to cape for Louisville. Jay Bilas is telling you during the game, would y'all agree he's one of the smartest basketball players? Turned commentator. He's telling you the Louisville defense is really playing good. Now, when you give up a 3 off an offensive rebound, it is what it is. But yeah, don't take my word for it. Listen to him say Louisville's doing a really good job of showing Michigan State a lot. By the way, Jay Bilas also said that the Vince Tyree suspension was an overreaction. And here's the thing. Just tuck this in the back. Tuck this in the back of your mind. The way the commentator said it was Vince Tyree said he had to send a message to Coach Mack. Sending a message. Is that what we're doing with our basketball team? Sending a message. You cost us a fucking month because you wanted to send a message. Then Jay Bilas gets on there and says that was a complete overreaction. Sometimes we do have fundamental issues. Yeah, I agree with Red State Ramsman. I agree with that 100%. With the referee set the tone early about the touch fouls. I was explaining to Jalen, it's hard to play through that. Listen, they let y'all watch the game. Michigan State was into it. They was into it. Yep, you're right. We're at day 5 now. I agree. And you can see Ellis learning by the play. You can see which players make the same mistakes and which players don't. Ellis goes in the category of does not make the same mistake multiple times. Really? I bet they'll go get they gonna mess around and go get Jurich. Yeah, he looked like he didn't want it. And he's getting under control. I won't complain about the free throw opportunities because I watched Jalen Withers miss 3 free. Is that Coach Mack's fault that Jalen missed 3 free throws? Yeah, he played hard. He took open shots. He kept his confidence. It's a fact, Kevin. That's a fact. Jared West. Okay, I didn't know what was going on. Well, with this team, we have a lot of players, so I can kind of roll with the odd hands. Nobody has separated themselves. Again, Noah Locke at home, comfortable environment. You know, you hit a big shot, you miss a big shot, but I saw you on the road. And I can't, like I said, I can't tell you how disappointed I was. Just seeing the behavior of Noah. I was proud of his defense, though. I was proud. He didn't clam up on defense. See, Kevin, it's hard to explain that to people. Like all of the improvement in JJ looks like it's maturity. It looks like he's just getting a little more mature. But you also can tell the diet, the toughness stuff. Like he's still trying to keep his body off of people and just, you know, like in the post, he's not being physical. He's not using his lower body. And you just can't put him in, y'all. He gotta want it first, though. L, West, Dre, Cross, Malik. That's a good closer lineup. Yep. Fair enough. I mean, I disagree, but go ahead. Bingham is so skinny. Yeah, but here's the thing. He has to play lower. I wouldn't just start him yet, but again, this team subs a lot, so you don't have to really worry about the starting lineup. And we played really good defense. And listen, truthfully speaking, I was telling Steve Rummage that it pisses me off that look every time Jalen Withers commits a foul or messes up, he goes, right? And I tell Steve, I'm like, I hate when he makes that look. I hate. Fair enough, Dana. Thanks for hanging out with us. And cheers to Dana, y'all. Cheers. On his way out the door. Plain old Wayne, I hear what you're saying. How many times do we have like Sam? Okay, think about how many points. Okay, Coach Mack runs a play out of timeout. It's a close game. He runs a play. He gets the ball to Roosevelt Wheeler. Roosevelt Wheeler is 6'11", and he's literally right under the basket. And Roosevelt Wheeler catches the ball, goes up, and fucking misses the whole basket. It was a perfectly executed, a perfectly timed call, perfect everything, and Roosevelt misses the ball under the basket. L. Ellis gets the ball to the basket. He dumps it off to Malik. We end up on the free throw line or no conversion. We get a steal on the defensive end. Sam Williamson has the ball in transition. Sam Williamson, 2 of those. Sam Williamson charge. Very next play, Sam Williamson gets the ball going to the basket. We run this offense to get Sam coming off this curve. Sam is wide open coming off the curl. He gets 2 of these, another charge. Let's go again. Malik rolling to the basket. Okay, Matt Cross. We run this action, we run this screen and roll, 2 men suck in to guard the rolling man. We kick it over to Matt Cross. He's wide open. Matt Cross, our 3-point specialist, brick. We run two more plays, then we get Sam back in the game. Sam gets in the game. ISO with Hauser. Sam goes one dribble, round the back, fucking throws it up, air ball. Off of design plays. Sam Williamson is a junior McDonald's All-American. If you can't take this stiff and get a bucket, who do I go to? Am I supposed? Okay, so now I just go get somebody else who I know can't handle this, just because I'm mad at Sam. I just gave you 10 buckets, and I just gave you 1 Matt Cross. Our offense, we take the ball to the basket. We're in transition. I pitch it out to Noah Locke. Noah Locke's wide open. Wide open looks. Okay. But here's the problem. If you don't trust Matt Cross to hit a wide open 3-pointer, that's what the sport is now. The whole game of basketball is your 3-pointers. You got to hit your 3-pointers when you got a Matt Cross or a Noah Locke. So yes, you do have to be able to knock down some 3-pointers, but he wasn't reliant. We got plenty of stuff going to the basket. They just fucked it up. Roger basically said the same thing I was saying. Yes, Lonnie, that's exactly what he said. He told y'all that. It's important that he make the right moves. His position is important. I doubt anybody in that position. You know what I'm saying? I'm critical of everybody in that position. I'm critical. It took Tom 10 years to win me over. I watched him. I watched his, what he's doing here. Okay, what he's doing there. Okay, I like that move. I don't like that move so much. Like I said, I could say he's doing a good job here. He's not doing a good job here. I don't listen. I think he did a horrible job on the Chris Mack suspension, and I think he did a horrible job because I think he made that about him and not the program. I think he and Neely Bendapudi made that about them and not the program. You weren't fair to Chris Mack. Again, if you're sitting in front of if you're sitting in a courtroom, and they recognize your name because your name is the same as your dad's name, and your dad was a criminal that the judge had to deal with. But when I'm in here and I got caught, whatever it is, I got caught with a speeding ticket of over 30 miles an hour, and you look at me and say, well, your dad was fucked up, so I'm gonna give you a year in jail just to teach you a lesson. I'll be like, what the fuck? Like, listen, judge. Okay, I was speeding, I was rushing to work, I was doing 30 over, but damn. I mean, yeah, technically you can give me a year, but damn, you gonna give me a year? Just because of what my dad did? Oh, well, you need to learn a lesson early. Fuck you. That's what you did to Matt. Oh, because I'm not gonna, I'm the judge, and I'm gonna, it's like, no, dude, like 6 games a month, no contact. That was fucking insane. It's an insane show-off suspension. Of course, he commented on the one-handed passes because anybody who watches basketball understands that one-handed passes are going to end bad in pressure situations, especially when you have to read the way somebody cuts. Once the one-handed pass starts going out, unless you got hands like LeBron, you can't come back. He took much better care of the ball. I worry about Mason. He's learning quick. Confidence is growing 100%. Yep. But I will say this, truthfully speaking, Rummage made a joke about L. Ellis. L. Ellis scored 16 of Louisville's 17 points in a row. Steve pointed this out to me. This is one of those games where you look mad, but on the low, you're like, I did my thing. Oh, hashtag bring Brom home. Facts only. Sam, no, listen, any official was going to call that. You cannot clear space with your off arm. You make people foul you by getting low and getting into their body. Even if you push off, you have to push off below their waist. You have to push off below their waist, at the hip, at the thigh. You cannot push above the belly button, y'all. Because everybody can flop. When you hit somebody in the chest area, that's gonna show right in front of referees. And an invitation turn. Yeah. It just yeah, that's good. When you have good coaches and good ADs, it makes it tough for everybody. Listen. Okay, would you rather have one of our guys that can hit a good 2-pointer or a guy that can't play defense? Okay, Matt Cross gives up a 2-pointer, but he hits a 3. Everything on this team is a give and a take. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The athletic director needs to be able to make the decision concerning athletics. If he can't convince a president that a 6-game suspension is a program killer, then what are we doing? And since when did Vince Tyra just start saying, okay, well, let her make the decision, but I'm gonna take the charge? Like, no, that's on you. You're the athletic director. Period. All in all, extremely proud of the effort. And Lauren, we're acting like he didn't just get back. We're acting like he didn't just get back on the team. I mean, Pegues still has a strong voice. I did like seeing and listening to Mac bark at everybody, though. That was pretty fun. Okay, well, I'm going to watch the game again tonight. I'm probably going to post a couple of videos, a couple of clips. So if y'all follow me on the other social media outlets, you'll get the clips. You can wake up to see them. I'll be up for another 2 hours. I got to eat some. I got a late night snack of some cat.